Are you looking for an ultralight solution for a torch for your next through hike? Then the Nitecore Tiki torch is just the torch for you. Let's go. Hello, Russ here, bringing you the best tips and inspiration for hiking around the world. If all of that sounds really good to you, then do consider subscribing by hitting that button below for more content just like that every single week. Okay, so let's talk about why I have the Nitecore Tiki torch. Nitecore actually contacted me and asked me if I wanted to test out any of their lamps. So I went for the Nitecore Tiki just because it's so small and so powerful and so compact that it's just perfect for an ultralight backpacker on a through hike. And I actually asked them if it would be okay for me to have 2 of these torches so that I could give one away in my giveaway, which I actually announced in my PCT gear loadout video. If you guessed the right weight of my PCT gear loadout to the nearest gram, I will be announcing the winner very, very soon on that. So you will be picking up your very own Nitecore Tiki torch as well. So stay tuned for that video, it's coming very, very soon. The Nitecore Tiki weighs just 15 grams, which is 0.52 ounces. The max output is 300 lumens. The maximum beam distance is 71 meters. The maximum runtime is 40 hours on the lowest setting. On the highest setting, I've had this thing going for about 2 or 3 hours without charging. And of course, the battery is a rechargeable lithium ion and it recharges through a micro USB port. The Nitecore Tiki torch has 4 brightness modes. It is completely rechargeable. It has a 1-button push control. It has an integrated keychain. It also has a bunch of LEDs on the circuit board, which I will run through with you now. So it has 2 torches on one, which is incredible for a torch of this size. Okay, so here is the push button control. It's the only button. This is the main LED on the front of the torch, and these are the 2 little LEDs that are on the circuit board. So I'll run through the main settings with you now. So to switch the light on, you just click and tap it twice, and then it's on the lowest setting, and then you just thumb through by clicking once on each of the settings, and that's the brightest mode there. I actually had this shone in my face as I was looking at it and put a freaking green dot in my eye. It was blinding me a little bit, but you can see, as you can see, this is a seriously bright lamp. I mean, I'll get some B-roll footage of what it's like in the dark, so you should be able to see that now as to what it's like in the dark, but it's a really bright little handheld torch. So yeah, that's how you run through the main settings, and to switch it off, you just click and hold and it will switch off. For the LEDs, you click the button 3 times and the LED will switch on, and then you can just thumb through the settings. That's the brightest one, and then it has a strobe on the main LED circuit board, and then it switches back to the lowest one, and then you click and hold to turn it off. So yeah, basically 2 lamps in one, which is incredible for a torch for this size. And actually, when I first got my hands on it, I didn't realise that these were LEDs on the circuit board. So yeah, if you just want a little bit of light when you're at camp, then you've got the ones on the circuit board, and if you want the maximum power, you've got all of the 4 settings on the main LED on the front. So I had the Nitecore Tiki torch basically strapped to my Atom Plus backpack on some of the shock cord as a spare, as and when I needed it. So I didn't use it every single night while I was at camp. I had my Nitecore NU25, which I'll have a review very, very soon in one of the corners, so go and check that out as soon as that's uploaded. But you definitely don't need to have this as a spare. This thing is so bright and the battery lasts so long, and it charges so quickly through your micro USB on your power bank that you could use this as your primary torch 100%. The battery ran out on my NU25 up in the San Jacinto mountain range, and I switched to this very quickly, just reached around, unclipped it, there it was, and I was able to walk along the trail while it was dark just by using this. It's so small and so lightweight, and it's so capable. It was just a really good torch to have, and to be honest with you, I could have ditched my NU25 and just used this if I was really, really into saving my weight. Of course, the beam on this thing isn't as long as my NU25, and it is nowhere near as long as my Olight H2R Nova, so if you want to go and check out the Olight H2R Nova, there will be a link in one of the corners up here for you to check that out. It is an insanely long beam distance. It's perfect for trail finding at night. A really good head torch, but it's probably like 6 times the size of this, probably 10 times the weight, but the H2R Nova is an incredible performance lamp. But just look at the size of this thing. This thing is incredible. I just really like this lamp, and I really like the size, the form factor. It's actually made of a really durable plastic. The LED on the front hasn't got any scratches on the glass in front of it either. This thing is built to last. The Nitecore Tiki torch is for an ultralight backpacker who doesn't want to wear an overhead headlamp They wanted to really save on the grams and the ounces. They just want a really lightweight, simple solution that's going to help them walk at night. It's definitely not for hikers who are going to be looking at night walking for really long distances, but this thing's perfect for camp. It will see you through a few miles, the battery lasts really long, and the weight saving is absolutely incredible. Before I sign off, do stay tuned for my PCT gear loadout competition that I put out a couple of weeks ago. If you guess the weight to the nearest gram, I will be sending you this Nitecore Tiki torch, brand new, still in its box, never been used. Thank you so much, Nitecore, for sending those in and offering to let me test those. It came in really handy on the Pacific Crest Trail. The performance, the quality and the weight saving were a really good addition to my kit list. Okay, campfire question, which headlamp or torch are you using and why? Let us know down below in the comment section. The trail hunter community would love to hear from you. Okay, thanks for watching my review of the Nitecore Tiki torch. Thumbs if you liked it, subs if you loved it, and I'll see you in the next one.